Now for my favorite category, werewolf movies. I'm a huge fan of werewolf movies. I don't know why, I just really like werewolf movies. So for some movies that I recommend to people is The Underworlds. Even though Kate Beckinsale's a vampire, I don't care. So technically it's actually a win-win situation to vampires and werewolves. But I placed it in the werewolf one just because when I first heard about it, I was stoked that werewolf movie. I haven't seen a werewolf movie in ages. Yes, this movie is gonna rock. Another movie that's a werewolf movie that I thought's really, really good, but it's kind of old, starring Corey Haim and Gary Busey in it as Silver Bullet. That movie was actually it's really short actually, but yeah, it's a really good movie. I recommend it to you. Now for werewolf movies I don't recommend. I don't know why I have this movie, and I like it somewhat, but it's really weak. It's so weak. I wish they would have done more with it, but it's Wes Craven's movie Cursed. I actually like this movie a little bit, but I don't recommend it to people because a lot of people don't like it. It just has a terrible plot to it, and that's skinwalkers. Don't rent it. I know that I should promote movies and everything, but they didn't win me over, so they won't win you over. Jesus Christ, you got Alright, our next category is zombie movies. There's two different types of zombies. Zombies brought back from the dead and the genetically transformed zombies. One movie that I thought did a really good job with the genetically transformed zombies is Resident Evil. Once one of the greatest video games ever made, I believe, becomes a motion picture. I mean, up until this movie was made, you didn't really have any kind of like zombie movies. I mean, you had those ones that set the standards, but this one just set the standards totally different and kind of gave a whole new look on how people can make zombie movies. Another zombie movie that's recently just came out, but a comedy, is Shaun of the Dead. Shaun of the Dead is hysterical. That movie just makes me laugh every time I watch it. It never gets old. It's really cool. Some zombie movies that I don't recommend. I just recently went and saw this one, and I love the way it was shot, but the ending was terrible, and that is Quarantine. This movie, when I went and saw it, though, there was a lot of people freaking out in the theaters. It was kind of funny and everything. But yeah, I mean, not many people don't. A lot of reasons why people don't like this movie is because of the way it was shot. I personally love the way it was shot. I love first-person movies, but the plot was kind of terrible. And that's one of your genetically transformed movies. Another movie that I think that some people may disagree with me on these aspects, these kind of movies, but was Land of the Dead. There was no really point to why just all of a sudden zombies started popping up everywhere. And yeah, but it's got Jonathan Leguizamo in it, but he really cannot play a serious role. It's kind of bad, but I wish the best for the man. But one zombie movie also that I recommend is 28 Days Later. It's kind of where all of a sudden the people get induced with rage, and it's a British. It was made in Britain, I believe, but it's actually really good. A buddy let me borrow it to watch, and I thought it wasn't half bad. That's what I'm trying to say. Open your eyes.